Well, hello everybody. I don't know what's going on. I just woke up with a little bit of a cold, and it's weird because it's not even raining. Anyways, hello everybody, and welcome to the Soulmate experience. I'm going to be doing your reading for May 1st to the 15th. This is for Pisces. Let's get into your reading, Pisces, and yeah. So I guess I'm gonna do Scorpio last because you guys are the 11th sign I'm doing. So this is for Pisces. May 1st to the 15th, Lord Angel Spirit Guides. Give me the message for Pisces, May 1st to the 15th. Also, if you want a private reading, if it should resonate with you, check the description box down below. If you want a ritual, check the description box down below. Please follow the steps, read the steps, follow the steps. I have someone that has paid for a reading, and it's been about a week, and I've not heard anything from them. They've not sent me the questions. They've not sent me anything. So and to me, being a Virgo, that is just like, come on now. Everything is listed down below. Everything. If you have a question, email me. And I actually put my pay and my email at the very bottom so that people can read the steps and follow them before they get to that stage. But for some reason, still. And I've just decided I'm not going to run after people. I'm hoping if you're paying $50 to $70 for something, you will be smart enough to know that you want your service. Overall energy, free yourself. And thank you guys so much for those of you that have participated in my survey that I just did for rituals. I did a survey last week. I went back because I just started offering rituals to the masses beginning of January, and so I went back and I just did like a success survey. Again, I'm a Virgo. Those things matter to me. I want to make sure that I'm doing the job well and people are getting what they're asking for. And the results were actually pretty good. So thank you guys so much for participating. And if I've done a ritual for you and you feel like it's not manifested yet, or you feel like something could be blocking it, please send me an email and let me know. I don't see that it should be, but if that is the case, please send me an email and let me know. Okay, I'm going to leave these as that for now, and I'm going to turn this over. Soulmate, release your ex, which makes sense with a free yourself, and let go of control issues. Some of you are trying to control your soulmate. The Nine of Wands, yeah, Nine of Wands. The Moon, shadows, cycles, and the Death. Transmutation. You're trying to micromanage a soulmate relationship. And you're trying to, either you or the person you're dealing with, readings can work vice versa. And again, if it's not your story, it's not your story. You're not the only person in the world, and you're not the only Pisces in the world. Everybody else is going through something. Don't be that idiot that thinks that the world revolves around their butthole. Someone, how can I put it? But is it towards a soulmate, or is this a soulmate towards them? I feel like I'm picking up the runner's story here. I'm picking up the runner's story. Whoever it is, the chaser, the runner, I'm picking up the runner's story. The runner is scared. The Ten of Swords, the Ace of Swords. The runner is scared. The runner has been betrayed. The runner could come from a broken home, a broken family, or they themselves have experienced that. Or it could be you, Pisces, whichever, but you could be the runner. But I'm getting that whoever this is has come from a broken home. We have the Fool, Aquarius, Aries, and it falls over this, and the overall energy is free yourself, which is literally the card of the Fool. So this is karma. This is a karmic lesson, and this is a karmic situation. what's karmic? Well, they're all karmic. All soulmate relationships are karmic. I always giggle a little bit within myself when people say things like, well, they're dealing with their karmic. They're all karmic. Like, I know what they mean when they say that, but they're all karmic. Even you are karmic, so situation. The Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, confusion, and the Two of Wands, hesitation. The Nine of Swords, depression, anxiety, the Queen of Cups. Okay, so Pisces, I'm just gonna put it out there. I feel like I'm reading. Someone here is running from something. Someone here has been betrayed. They've been lied to. They've had partnerships before where they've really been hurt. And I'm trying to read it from both perspectives, but it's giving me more. It's giving me strongly more. So, but more. Because we have the submission, the tower comes down, and then the Ace of Swords, the rebirth. So the submission, the tower comes down, the Ace of Swords, the rebirth. The Three of Pentacles, the ability to manifest. The Seven of Cups, or the collaboration. The Seven of Cups, confusion, and the Two of Wands, hesitation. The Nine of Pentacles as the overall energy, Venus and Virgo, of abundance and fullness within oneself. Listen, I'm gonna say it for both of you, runner and chaser. First of all, for the runner, I feel like the runner comes from a broken home. They have a sense of self, like they're very confused about themselves and what they want, or where they are in their energy. There's a lot of shadows around them. They have two huge cards of confusion, the Moon and the Seven of Cups. So and they have huge cards of confusion around them, and I feel like it's because they've either been involved before in a relationship with someone that broke their heart, or they've either been involved before in a relationship with someone that broke their heart, or they're from a broken family, because there's a broken family here. Also, I'm getting that some of you, this is a past life situation, because the Moon talks of cycles, and right next to the Moon we have the death, rebirth. So the Moon and the Death together in conjunction, and then we have the Tower and the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Cups. I'm getting that some of you're on the receiving end right now of a soulmate relationship. You're on the receiving end right now of, something having. You're on the receiving end right now of a soulmate relationship, meaning that you would have been the ones who have created a breakup in the family dynamic before. You betrayed them, and that's something I always try to point out. Most times, when your soulmate is the runner and they can't seem to stick with you, is generally because you gave them a reason not to. Maybe not in this lifetime, but in a past lifetime. Nobody ever wants to accept that, because we always want to believe that we're good people in our past lifetimes and we're healthy. Well, if you're that way, you probably wouldn't be going through a soulmate cycle. You probably wouldn't have to be purging out a lot of karma, negative karma. So the fact that that is a staple in your life, and that is a progression. I wish these people would stop sending me this damn Virgo horoscopes, because that is your reality now, and that's you're going through that situation, and the runner is running away from you. And one thing you'll notice with runners is that they tend to always have trust issues. They have a lot of trust issues. They can't seem to believe in you. Their perception of love and life and partnership, lifelong partnership, is very fucked up, very skewed. And it's not that they don't want it, it's just that they don't know how to function in it. And a lot of that is your subconscious mind, and it might manifest that way in this physical realm, where they might have a broken home, or they've dealt with, parental abandonment or abuse, and it will manifest in this physical realm as that, and you could be able to easily attach that to why they can't be stable in a relationship. But most of the time, it actually goes, the fact that they're born into that energy and into that soul group, their soul family, is a reference of the energy that they come into this lifetime carrying subconsciously. Their soul energy carries coming in, so they would be. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is that the brokenness doesn't just start in this lifetime. That this lifetime in the physical is a reflection of what the spirit already carries. So when you're born into certain things, like I was born, I used to have really bad money karma, and I can talk about it now because I feel like I'm out of that cycle. And that was one of my big karmic, debts. and I believe I was a con man in the past lifetime. Funny enough, so so going into that, I was, and if I look at the way my life has played out, from the second I was born, into born a Virgo with an Aries moon, already contradiction there, and Libra rising, but whatever. There's some deeper stuff to that, but I'm gonna move on forward now. And my South Node being in Gemini, and then I was born to a single mom who struggled a lot. Actually, at some points, we were practically homeless. I was like my whole life. It seemed like there was always. There were times when I was younger that I almost died several times because we couldn't get medical help. We couldn't afford medical help. So I'm saying all this to say that what you're born into, a lot of times, is actually a reflection. The physical is a reflection of the spiritual, and the spiritual is a reflection of the physical. A lot of times, what you're born into, the kind of family you're born into, the kind of status you're born into, and how it affects you is a reflection of your karmic debt. So a lot of times, yes, you deal with soulmates and runners and chasers that have abandonment issues, abandoned by family members, but that's a reflection of their karma, and that's their karma playing out in the physical realm. Same way you soulmates can meet up in the physical realm and heal the karma from a past life or past situations, or if it's just a karmic lesson or an ascension lesson, a spiritual lesson, then it will reflect in the way that your life plays out. Even if there's no karmic debt to it. What I'm seeing here is that some of you have broken up a family in a past lifetime, or you have some kind of spiritual debt with a person, and it has a lot to do with their idea of self and their self. Like they look lost from what I'm looking at here. They look lost. They're so confused. They're so lost. They don't know where they are. They don't know how to ground themselves. They're lost and shallow. They're confused, like so confused. And I feel like it's because, especially if it's a romantic soulmate situation, you might be the cause of their shallowness, of their brokenness, going back beyond this lifetime. So now you meet up with them to pay this karmic debt, to help them. It's not your job to fix them, don't get me wrong, but to help them align themselves, to align their chakra. You reflect, because a soulmate, what does a soulmate do? Their job, their main job, really, the magnetism you feel, I always call it karmic magnetism or seismic magnetism. The magnetism you feel towards that person, that bringing together, that's really all it is. But a lot of times we will interpret it as love, as whatever. Because naturally, if you feel this strong attraction to a person, you feel like it's like magnets. Sometimes you share thoughts. You will be going about your day and you see your name everywhere, you see your birth date everywhere, certain things like that. You might start seeing them in your dreams. It's like everything is pushing you. It's kind of like hormones, when it's your reproduction cycle, and it's the same thing with men. When you're going through your reproduction cycle, your body wants you to reproduce. What does it do? For guys, you start waking up, having wet dreams, waking up with boners. You're walking around, you have a boner. With women, you start feeling it. Maybe you start getting hornier, your titties start getting harder. I'm just trying to give real life. I'm trying to give real life examples of how energy influences us on a physical level, and how the karmic relationship, a lot of people act like it's something that's so mysterious. I always say, if you want to understand the spiritual realm, look at the physical realm. When you start dreaming about your soulmate and you start thinking about them, and you do this and they do it too, like with me and my soulmate, I post a picture, 2 seconds later they're posting a picture, and there was one time I actually had to call them out on it, and I was like, I literally just posted a picture, and I kid you guys not, even the way I stood in the picture, it was like one of those cameras, mirror selfies. I did a mirror selfie, and literally just the way I stood, and then they posted a picture less than an hour later, and it was practically a replica of my picture. And we look completely different. Light-skinned, and, we look different. But it was like a replica of my picture. And again, that's a karmic magnetism. That's a seismic magnetism. doing its best, creating synchronicities between you to bring you two together so you can reflect on each other and you guys can heal the karma. So that, and it's not your job to heal them. They have to go and do deep introspection and heal, and you have to go also and do deeper introspection within yourself and heal. But that is the point of a soulmate relationship. And I feel like your soulmate is scared of you and they don't know why. Some of you, your soulmate might actually tell you this, like the way they feel towards you is scary. Like how deeply they feel towards you, how much they think about you. It's scary. But it goes deeper than that. They are actually scared of you. They're actually scared. Because soul recognizes soul. Your surface mind might not know, but the soul never forgets. The soul holds the programming of everything, all past lives, everything. The soul holds the programming of everything. But the conscious mind forgets very easily, especially after rebirth. The soul holds the records. So the soul knows, the subconscious mind knows why the fear is there. Your soulmate is terrified of you. They're terrified of the fact that the way you make them feel. And for these people, I would suggest you might want to get a past life reading to understand better the karma between you two. I know I just did a past life reading for a lady about a month ago, and well, let's just say in her case, it was almost completely flipped over. You know, I don't want to give too much. Well, you don't know her name, so it's not going to make any difference. But I don't want to give too much either way. But there was something about a family and the loss of a child. And then in this lifetime, it kind of flipped over where she was the one that lost the child. And the other person wasn't there to support her through. But in the past life, it was vice versa. Again, it's a reflection. Your soulmate comes up to show you a reflection of yourself and a reflection of your karma. And I wish more people would talk about these things because all everybody seems to talk about is, oh my God, they are so in love with you. Like, the fuck? They're in love with you, then why the fuck are they scared of you? Why the fuck are they running 500 miles an hour when you're around them? Why don't they want to be around you? There's something more going on, and I wish more people would take time to investigate and understand their karma so that they know what is going on and they understand the patterns and why the relationship is playing out the way it's playing out. That's all I will say about this. But just know there's definitely need for karma. But it's and I mean, your overall energy is pretty simple. Free yourself. Free yourself. Take back control. Soulmate. Release your ex. Let go of control issues. In other words, understand. Don't try to manipulate the soulmate. Don't try to create scenarios because a lot of people do these things where they'll act like, oh, I'm so done with you, and then they break up with the soulmate, but they're waiting for to see how the soulmate is gonna act, and all these petty little arguments. I've done them, so I can't bitch on you for that. It's a natural human reaction. But one of the things I would say is, as someone that has successfully gone through a soulmate relationship, I will tell you. First of all, if you're doing readings for twin flames or soulmates, please make sure that you pick someone that is not just there to dupe you into paying them as much as they can get out of you. And every time you need a reading, they're there to talk to you, and they'll talk, oh my God, yeah, but they're so in love with you, oh my God. Please make sure, because one of the best things I did, without even knowing that I was doing, I contacted a reader who, Melissa and Angelic Karma, back then she was doing readings. This was about a year ago, or no, 2 years ago. And that was the first reading I ever got in my life. Because prior to me going to my soulmate relationship, December 11, 2016, I didn't know nothing about tarot. I had never picked up a tarot deck. I've had my channel now for 1 year. About 1 month before I started my channel was when I bought a deck of tarot cards, and I didn't read about them. I mean, I did. They come with a little booklet, and you lift through them and you read a few things. But I didn't know. I didn't study tarot. I didn't know anything, and I just started doing tarot, and apparently I was great at it. I still have a 5 out of 5 star on Instant Go, and I still have a 99.99999% success rate on my readings and rituals. So apparently I'm really good at it. Even my time frames that I think I'm not good at, I still seem to be good at them. But I'm saying this to say That's what the soulmate relationship brought in for me. But one of the best things I did was get Melissa on Angelic Karma. Back then, she was still doing readings. I don't think she really offers readings anymore for the general public. She still does it on her channel, but not like, her channel is called the Angelic Karma. I always say she's one of my favorites. She's a Sagittarian. And I got a reading from her, and she told me, and that was the importance of what and I cannot emphasize enough the importance of getting the right reader. Because some people will sugarcoat it and they will talk to you and you will feel good afterwards, but are they helping you? Melissa gave it to me hard. 30 minutes and she grilled me. But guess what? Because of her, I was in my soulmate cycle for about a year or two, less than 2 years. And I was able to complete it. Whereas some people have been dealing with this shit for 10 years. I personally now as a reader, I'm doing readings and people are going through this shit for 10, 20 years. Because they don't understand what the karma is about. They don't understand what the cycle is about. And they would rather people enable them than help them and sugarcoat things. And yes, I'm talking to you water signs because you guys know you guys are, I'll hold you accountable for that. Because you tend to like people to sugarcoat and sweeten things for your palates. Well, it's your karma to deal with, literally. If you're gonna be in it for the next 20 years, and if you don't deal, and even if you don't deal with this specific person, another person is gonna come in and reflect that same karma to you until it gets resolved. So figure out your way around this. Help yourself. Help yourselves, definitely. I know people are gonna come and thumb down this video because it's not the feel good message you like. Well, fuck you too. And it's just what it is. Let's just be honest with ourselves and let's heal ourselves. I'm not here to sugarcoat things for people. If you want help, then I'm here to help. But I'm not here to enable people. And I've said that since the second I started this channel. If I was enabling people, probably I'll be a lot more popular or famous or whatever else. But that's not how I roll. I'm a Virgo. I'm going to give it to you straight, and that's what it is. So take the message how you will take it. It is what it is. Thank you guys for being here. If you want a private reading, check the description box down below. If you want to reach out, check the description box down below. Please read and follow the steps. And if you've ordered a reading from me and you've not got, because like I said in the beginning, someone has ordered a reading, but they haven't yet sent me their backstory or their questions, or they have not sent me anything, no sign, no nothing. So if that's you, please, 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 go back and read the steps. Look under this video. I'll have the steps available like I do on every video, and make sure that you're sending me what I asked for so that I can do your reading the best way possible. Thank you and stay blessed, and I wish you the best. Bye-bye.